Yes,
Oh,
I'm
here's
recording.
Alpha. One moment.
Okay, so everyone ready? We're starting. We'll be going over our number 5 inequality sheet. And we'll go through those problems. I think we stopped at number 6, I believe. Okay, so you have your number 5. And if we get a chance, we'll probably start on number 6, inequality. And I think you had an algebra that we wanted to finish. So let me just share my screen. And let's look at our inequality number 5. Okay, and I think we stopped at number 6. So let's look at number 6. Now, Maureen, you sent me your work, but I don't know whether you were distracted by working with your daughter, Maxine, or what, because somehow you sort of missed it on these. Were you being distracted when you did this?
No.
Okay, well, let's look at number 6. So, does everyone see number 6 on math inequalities quiz number 5?
Yes.
Vanessa, you see it?
Yes, Miss Barbara.
Okay, so yeah, because Vanessa did these and she didn't seem to have a problem on the ones that you had the problems with. Now, let me ask you, Maureen, what did you do first on this inequality? What did you do first?
Okay. I started it how it was, right?
Right.
Okay. So then I don't even know what else I do.
What did you do first here?
I divide both sides, right?
No, thank Maureen. PEMDAS, order of operation. What do you do first?
Or multiply?
Yes, because this is parentheses, right?
Yeah.
So the first thing you want to do is multiply 2 by what is in the parentheses. And if you do that, what do you get?
12.
Okay, let's multiply 2 by y plus 6. Okay, so 2 times y is what, Maureen?
2y.
Okay, so let's just copy this and put what you're telling me. So 2 times y is 2y. So, okay, so let me take parentheses out. What's 2 times 6?
12.
Okay, so let's put in our 12. Now, that's what we have now. 2y plus 12 less than or equal to 3y. Now, what did you do next?
Okay, wait.
What's your next step?
Okay, divide by the 3. Both sides by 3.
Maureen, you have some terms there that are alike, and you've got to get those terms together. You have a 2y and you have a 3y. So before you do any dividing, you've got to get these terms together. So how do you get these terms together on the same side?
By dividing.
No. What did she do, Vanessa?
What she do on the one side, she do on the other side. It's either she bring over the 3y or she takes across the 2y. So
wait, before you finish, Maureen, did you understand what Vanessa told you?
No, it ain't.
Go over it again, Vanessa.
Okay. It's either you you cross over, because what you do is either add or subtract. And because 2y is a plus, a positive 2y, and 3y is a positive 3y. So when you're moving across, so therefore it's a subtract. So it's either bring across 3y or you take across 2y, but you have to do it on both sides.
In other words, what Vanessa is telling you, Maureen,
Uh-huh.
you've got to get the 2y with the 3y. There are two ways
Okay.
she's telling you can do it. You can get the 2y subtracting from both sides, or you could subtract the 3y from both sides. Okay? You follow,
Mhm.
Maureen?
Yeah.
Because you've got to get these terms together. They like terms. They both have the variable y. So let's just say subtract 2y from both sides. Okay. Now let's do that. Subtract 2y from both sides. So let's copy our inequality and then do that subtraction. So you can't start doing your division until you get the terms together, Maureen. You kind of jumping a step. So subtract 2y from both sides. So this will be minus 2y. And on the right side, minus 2y. Now, Maureen, what do you have left on the left side? Left side of this inequality.
2y.
On the left side, what do you have left? What's a plus 2y and a minus 2y?
At a 0.
That's a 0. So you have 12
Yeah.
plus 0. So these come out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we say cancel because the 2y, anything plus minus of the same value is 0. It could be constants, it could be numbers, it could be, I'm sorry, it should be constants, it could be variables, it could be a variable with the constant. Okay, so we have 12 less than or equal. What's 3y minus 2y? Maureen?
1y.
1y. So let's just put 1y, or we could just put y, right? Let's take this out. Okay, so 12 less than or equal to 1y. So if we want to get this as y, what would this be then? If we want to reverse it and get the y on the left side, what would this inequality be?
Greater than.
Greater than. So what would be the answer?
Mm-hmm. D.
Which one?
D.
D. Y. So because we want to get into the format of one of the answers, and the answers have the y on the left, right? So y greater than or equal to 12. So our answer is,
I rarely do them over because I do them over.
did you do them over and get the right answer?
I don't know if I get it right now, but I know I do it over and I get D for the number 6.
Okay, because that's not what you sent me.
I know, but then when you didn't correct them, I said, well, probably I didn't do them right.
Yeah, because that's
And
what I say
I
we'll go
went
over them in
over.
class. Yeah, that's
Right.
why I sent and told you we would go over them in class because
Yeah. Cause
what
I
you
had
gave
D.
me,
I'm gonna ask you correctly. I said, well, I can change them up. I can think right.
yeah, because you gave me B.
So that this is one that I correct right. I can,
Okay.
and let's say I correct, I will let you know if it's wrong from right. Yeah.
Yeah, because you gave me the answer it can't be, right? Because you either will have a less than or equal or a greater than or equal. You're not going to go to a greater than. You gave me answer B. I just want to make sure you understand, Maureen. You can't start
yeah.
dividing here until you satisfy this parenthesis expression, right?
Yeah, so, yeah.
So you've got to take care of your PEMDAS, please. Excuse my dear Sally. Order of operation, you got to do this before you start doing anything else. So 2 times the y, 2 times the plus 6. And then once you do that, you've got to get terms together. You've got a 2y and a 3y, and like Vanessa said, you could subtract the 2y or you could subtract the 3y. They both work, okay? So we subtracted the 2y, and the 2y plus and the 2y negative goes to 0, and we have 12 left. And 3y minus 2y is 1y or just y. Now to get the y on the left side, we have to reverse our inequality. So that's greater than or equal to 12. Any questions on number 6?
No.
So Maureen, you had one like this. Again, you could do it, right?
Zoom.
Okay. All right. Let's go to number 7. Number 7. Okay. Maureen, read number 7.
Okay. Gloria start with 5 times as much money as Hanish. Gloria gave $8 to Hanish. You moving it all the time.
Okay. Let me just put this all over here.
Okay.
No, just put it back and go down. Okay. I'll bring this up. I just want to make sure you just see that without seeing other things. Okay.
Good.
Okay. Now, read it. Start reading, Maureen.
Gloria start with 5 times as much money as Hanish. Gloria gave $8 to Hanish. And then Hanish has more money than Gloria. If Hanish start at SH,
No, that's a dollar sign.
right, a dollar sign.
Dollar
Okay.
sign H.
Dollar sign H. Then which of the following is the correct equality for H?
Okay. Now, Gloria starts with 5 times as much money as Hamish. Now, Hamish started with H. How would you write this, Maureen? How would you write that?
I will write Hanish start.
No. How would you write Gloria? Sure. How would you write mathematically that Gloria has 5 times as much money as Hamish?
I will say Gloria 5 times
5 times what?
8.
That's right.
Dollar.
5 times H, right?
Yeah.
So 5 times H is equal Gloria.
Yeah.
Because Gloria has 5 times, and that's multiplication, right? 5 times H is Gloria. Now, Gloria gives $8 to Hamish. How would you show that mathematically?
So I would put like $8 Hanish, right?
All right. You'd put one.
$8.
No, how would you
But she
show
gave it-
Gloria gives $8 to Hamish? If you give someone something, are you adding or subtracting?
You added.
If you give something to somebody, are you adding to your amount or subtracting? Maureen, I can't hear you.
Subtract.
You're subtracting, right? So if she gives $8 to Hamish, Gloria is going to be minus what? $8.
Yeah.
So what Gloria has is going to be minus. So it would be Gloria
minus,
minus 8. Okay.
uh,
Okay, let's just put a little G. I'm using this for G. So this represents Gloria giving $8 to Hamish. So that G minus 8 is what she's giving to Hamish, right?
uh-huh.
So I'll just put G minus 8 equal H. She's giving that to Hamish. Now, Hamish starts with H. After Gloria gives this $8 to Hamish, Hamish has more money. That means greater than what Gloria has, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Now, where do you see the 5H? You see it every place, right?
Yeah,
But where do you see the 5H minus 8?
5, 8 minus 8.
5H minus 8. Which choices do you see? 5H, what Gloria has,
I
and then
see,
she gave $8 away. So if you put the 5H here for Gloria, be 5H minus 8. Now, where do you see 5H minus 8? What choices?
A and C.
No, 5H minus 8.
5, 8,
In other words, this is Gloria.
uh-huh.
I'll just put G here. Okay. So if I take this here and substitute for G, I would have 5H. That's how much Gloria would have left, right? 5H minus 8. Now, which choices have 5H minus 8? Maureen, which choices? A, B, C, or D?
B
And what else?
and D.
And D. So that means your answers have to be either B or D, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But it says if Hamish starts with $8, okay, and we said Hamish should have more money than Gloria, then what must our answer be?
Oh, D.
Because it said Hamish should have more than, right?
Yeah.
So Hamish gained $8 from Gloria, and that made him have more than what Gloria had left, which is 5H minus 8. So your answer is D.
Okay, that's the second one that get right. That is correct.
Very good. So you figured that one out because
Yeah, so let me see if I get 10 and 11 wrong.
yeah, okay. So number 7 would be D. Hamish with the $8 from Gloria. Gloria starting with 5 times more, that's 5H, 5 times more than Hamish. And the minus 8 is when she gives the $8 to Hamish. The other one where we had it said Hamish had less than, but it says Hamish has more money than Gloria, right?
Mhm.
After he gets the $8, he has more money than Gloria. So the correct answer is D. So you corrected that one then, Maureen. Very
Yeah.
good. Okay, so you've got 2 out of the ones you did correct now, right? Okay.
I didn't do 8 no 9 'cause I can get them understand. They really confused.
Okay. All right, we'll have Vanessa explain it to you. Vanessa, what would be the inequality to represent the cost of Jason's food for the party? We know what the wings cost, we know what the hot dogs cost,
Yeah.
and we know that he must spend less than $40.
$40.
Okay, so tell me what to write, Vanessa.
Okay.
Vanessa's doing the A part. Okay, what
Yes.
would you write, Vanessa?
So he has $40. He must spend less than $40.
So what would be the inequality symbol?
It could be less than or equal to.
Well, you said he must spend less than,
Less
right?
than. So you're gonna be. It would
so
be
it would
less
just
than.
be less than,
Than.
less than or equal, but less than. So let's put our inequality here. So we know that's less than, and that's less than what? The $40.
Yes, less than the
Right.
$40.
Now, what must be less than the $40, Vanessa? What goes on the left?
The $7.
That's the package of wings. So that would be multiplied by what?
Okay, it will be multiplied by.
What variable? I gave you what they are represented by. W represent the pounds of wings. D represents the pounds of hot dogs.
Okay, W.
That's right. And what else is he buying? So that's a plus.
That's plus.
Okay.
$4.
$4
by D.
D. Maureen, you follow? That's the answer.
Yes.
For A. In other words, the $7 up for a package of wings and W packages, right? Well, pounds, if you want to say pounds. Okay. Hot dogs, $4 a pound, 4 times D, and the sum of those two must be less than $40. Maureen, you understand? Because you said you didn't understand 8.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, first of all, you have to write your inequality. It says he must spend less than 40. So that means you need a less than inequality and the 40. Now, what must he spend that would be less than 40? The wings and the hot dogs. The wings at $7 per pound and the hot dogs at $4 per pound. Or actually the wings, this is actually packages. It's packages of wings. The wings are in packages, the hot dogs are in pounds, okay?
Yep.
So you understand A, Maureen, any
Yeah,
questions?
yeah.
Okay, now, Maureen, now you tell me, how would you solve B?
Okay, what would do? I will multiply the 5 pounds by the $4, right?
Okay, first of all, the inequality must be the same, right? It's got to be less than 40.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just put this here. It's still a less than, and we still have just the 40, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now what goes on the left side?
The 5 pounds.
Well, at least 5 pounds of hot dogs.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
So the wings are the same, right? The 7W, because it's only the hot dogs that are changing. It says he will buy at least 5 pounds of hot dogs. So when I say plus here, what follows this? What would the hot dogs be?
4.
4 times what?
4 times 5.
No. At least 5. So you will still have your D, but then plus 5, because he said at least 5. At least 5 pounds, right? So the 5, and then that's added to them pounds of hot dogs. So 5 plus whatever this is going to be, at least 5 pounds. That would be your answer to B. $7 for the package of wings, plus 4 times the hot dogs, plus 5 pounds, because it says buying at least 5 pounds.
Okay.
That would be the answer to B.
Okay.
Okay. You put the 5 added to the pounds of hot dogs. So you know you've got at least 5 if 5 is added to D, the pounds of hot dogs bought.
Okay.
Questions on number 8?
No.
Okay. Let's look at number 9. Now this is one you said you didn't understand, right?
Yeah.
And I put some others here to check it
No
out.
number of
Okay.
people in and
Now, Maureen, let's think about this. Okay. If you can have a maximum number of 12 people
Mhm.
in an elevator, that means the number of the people in the elevator is less than or equal or greater than or equal.
Okay.
Which
Let's
one?
see. Maximum. Okay.
Maximum number of people in the elevator is 12. Now you want to write the inequality to show that, right? Using P. Now, what would be the inequality? Less than or equal or greater than or equal?
Maximum. Greater than?
You can have more than 12 people?
No, it gotta be less than then.
That's right. You can only have a maximum of 12. So that means 12 is the highest number of people that can be in the elevator. So your P has to be less than or equal to 12, right? So let's get the less than or equal symbol.
I know the less than, yeah.
Okay, let's get the less than or equal. We have them at the top.
Hi, Barbara.
Yes.
Hi, see if you can hear Alva. She was
Hello,
speaking to you.
Alva.
Yeah, Miss Barbara.
Oh, yes, I can hear her.
Oh, Michelle is not here to put me on the computer, so.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so I'm gonna use my phone today.
All right. But anyway, I'll be sending you the session. Okay.
Okay.
And what we're
Bye-bye.
doing, we're translating some words into the inequalities. And we have, let me just ask you, Alva. If I say the maximum number of people in the elevator is 12, what does that mean to you in terms of people in the elevator? Greater than or less than? Alva? You're on mute. Alva?
Yeah, somebody was calling it.
Okay.
Yeah, you're translating words.
Yeah, I'm translating some expressions into inequalities. And I said the maximum number of people in the elevator is 12. So if I had to write an inequality, would I use a less than or equal or a greater than or equal?
You'd have to use, you said the amount of people in the elevator.
The maximum.
Maximum.
Maximum means most. The most number of people in the elevator is 12.
Yeah.
Now, if I had to write an inequality, would I use a less than or equal or a greater than or equal?
Greater than or equal.
So I can have more than 12 people then.
Yes.
But I said the maximum is 12.
So it's less than.
That's right. If I say the most number of people you can have in the elevator is 12, that
12.
means that's your highest number. So
Yeah.
you'd have to use less than or equal,
Equal.
right? So,
Yeah.
and I said P is the number of people. So P would be less than or equal to 12.
Okay, which one you're doing now?
Number 9.
9.
Number 9?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we stopped at number 6.
Mm-hmm.
We did 6 and 7 and 8.
Okay.
Okay, now I gave you some expressions and I said, write the inequalities for the following. The maximum number of people in the elevator is 12. That means the most number of people you can have in the elevator is 12. So your inequality has to be a less than or equal. It can't be a greater than. You can't have 14. Greater than or equal be greater than 12, 14, but that's wouldn't satisfy what we said. The maximum number of people in the elevator is 12.
I'm not seeing you again. I'm on the hearing you.
Oh,
Hello?
you still can't see me on your phone?
No, I'm not seeing you. I'm on the hearing you talk.
Okay. You should be able to see me on your phone. You have your camera on?
Yeah, Miss Big just walked me through it, and I was on it a while ago. I don't know what happened.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm seeing you now.
Oh,
That's,
okay. All right.
I'm not seeing you, but I see the mat that you're talking.
Okay. Okay. I'm glad you're able to see the screen. That's good. So you understand why when the maximum number of people in the elevator is 12, the inequalities are less than or equal. Right?
Yes.
Can't be greater than because
I don't know what happened.
okay.
Maybe I just have to listen to.
All right.
'Cause I'm just.
Well, Alba, I will be uploading our session to YouTube. Okay, so maybe later you can look at it on YouTube.
Okay. All right, Miss Bobby.
That way you could see and hear and
Yeah.
see the screen.
Because I'm not seeing anything right now.
Okay, but
Yeah.
later the whole session will be on because I'm recording it and it will be on YouTube and you can look it up. It will be this day's date. The
Okay.
task
All
math,
right.
and you can look at it and see everything. Okay.
All right, Miss Bobby. Okay, thank you.
All right. Now, Maureen,
Yeah.
the maximum speed is 60 miles per hour. What is the inequality symbol?
Less than.
That's right, less than or equal. In other words, you can't go over the 60 miles per hour. So there again, we've got less than or equal. So let's copy that there. And that would be less than or equal 60 miles per hour. That's the speed limit. And we said let S equal the speed. So on the
Yeah.
left side, we would just put S. In other words, the speed limit is less than or equal 60. Got it?
Uh-huh.
Maureen, are you following now how you translate these words to the
Yes.
inequality?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so then you can tell me C. The score needed to pass the class is at least 70. How would I write that, Maureen?
You put. Okay.
What would I write? What would the inequality be?
Less than.
You can pass the class with a 60?
This is at least
The score
greater than.
needed to pass the class is at least 70. At least means what?
Greater than.
Greater than or equal,
Mm-hmm.
right? So what would I write, Maureen? Tell me what to write.
greater than, the score will be greater than 70.
Right, greater than or equal. So the T, which represent the score, and I put
Mhm.
my greater than or equal symbol. Okay, here's one right here. Greater than or equal 70.
Mhm.
So that's the way you would, in other words, you cannot pass this class unless you make 70 or greater. Cannot pass this if you make under 70. Okay, so T, the score, must be greater than or equal 70. Maureen, do you understand now
Okay.
how you translate these words to
Yeah.
inequality?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Nine,
Now,
nine they only do, not number nine they only do B. But I didn't search it for the others, so that way you can understand it.
okay. Well, if you're trying to pass a class and you have a score, then that means you got to either make that score or exceed that score. That's what the greater
Oh,
than.
that was
You
my
cannot
problem.
pass the class if you make
Okay.
under the
Am I-
70. So a 69 would not pass.
Okay.
A 71 would, a 80 would, because it's greater than 70, right? Or a 70 would because it's equal to 70.
Okay.
Just remember, at least means greater than or equal.
Mhm.
Okay, Vanessa, I've got some other examples I want you to try. This engine in a car should not get higher than 95 degrees Fahrenheit. How would I show that as an inequality, Vanessa?
Okay, engine in a car should not get higher than 95 degree.
What would my inequality be?
Let me see. The word is should not. Should not, it,
Should not get higher.
yeah, should not get higher. So therefore, it's less than or equal to.
That's right. It should get higher, so we have our less than or equal. So let's grab a less than or equal symbol and put it here. Okay. All right. Less than or equal, and then that's 95. And we can just say E for engine. So this would be E. The engine in the car should be less than, or wait, that's
It's
sorry.
fine.
Yeah.
That's
You got the wrong
nothing.
sign.
The
Yeah,
inequality, yes.
it should be less than or equal.
Yeah.
Okay, let me get I have one up here, right here. So this is the less than or equal. The engine in a car should be less than or equal to 95, because we said it should not get higher. That means it can't be greater than 95. Questions? Maureen, is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Jim had $50 to spend for his mother's present. Alva, can you see the screen? Alva, you're on mute.
Albert.
Alva, she's on mute. Okay. All right, Maureen. Jim had $50 to spend for his mother's present. What's the inequality?
But Jim has $50 to spend for his mother's present.
Mhm. What's the inequality? Tell me what to write.
I got it. Let me see. Jim had $50 to spend
Greater than or equal to.
for his mother present.
So
Wait,
how,
less than,
less than or equal, right?
yeah,
Mhm.
So less than or equal, because he could spend the whole $50. That's equal,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So we put less than or equal. And that's what, $50. And we'll just say Jim. We'll say J. So J he can spend less than or equal to $50 for his mother's present. He can't spend more because he doesn't have more.
Mhm.
Okay. So
Yep.
he could spend $50, or he could spend $40, he could spend $30. He can't spend more than the $50. Okay. So let's take another example. Vanessa, what would this one be? The body mass index lower than 18.5 is considered underweight. How would I write this? What would be the inequality?
The BMI lower than 18.3 is considered underweight.
So we'll just say BMI.
Mhm.
So what would be the inequality symbol that will follow this?
Underweight. So therefore, if it's less than
Yes, less than and
18.5,
18.5. That's right. BMI less than 18.5 is considered underweight. That's the way you would write this. Lower than 18.5 is
Right.
equal to the body mass index. Maureen, you following?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's try another one. Maureen, what would be the answer for this one? Their monthly mortgage payment cannot be higher than $1,250. What would be the inequality symbol?
Less than or
or
equal.
equal.
Less than or equal,
Or
right?
equal. Yeah.
Okay, so less than or equal, and we have the symbol. Let's just grab the symbol here. So what must be less than or equal?
The mortgage payment.
The mortgage payment, we'll just call that M. And what is the mortgage payment?
12.50. $12.50.
$1,250. So we put $1,250. So their mortgage payment has to be less than or equal to $1,250 because it
$12.50.
cannot be higher.
Uh-huh.
Okay, cannot be higher. All right.
Mhm.
All right, let's go to our last example. Vanessa, what would be the answer here? She had to buy a minimum of 2 boxes of cereal to get the sale price.
You have to buy a minimum
So what
2
would
boxes
be
of
the inequality?
minimum. It would be less than or equal to.
No, less than 2 would be 1, but she has to buy 2.
Okay. So therefore, it's greater than or equal to.
That's right, greater than or equal. That would be the inequality symbol, greater than or equal. And she had to buy a minimum greater than or equal,
Equal.
which is 2.
2
And
and
we'll call that cereal C.
C.
So the cereal she must buy has to be greater than or equal to 2 to get the sales price. Anything
Yes.
less than that, she will not get the sales
Sales
price.
price.
Okay, so 2 boxes, she gets the sales price. 4 boxes, she gets the sales price. 1 box, regular price. Okay, because that's less than 2. Got it?
Okay.
Okay. So those are just some examples, because your next worksheet will have some more of those, and I want you to be able to translate them to the inequality using the words.
Okay.
These are just
Mhm.
really everyday examples.
Uh-huh.
So when you go in the store and you buying something, say you go into the grocery store, right?
Yes.
Sometimes what you buy is limited to how much money you have in your pocket,
Yes.
right? So you can't spend more than that. If you got
Uh-huh.
$30, you say, well, I can't spend more than $30. So the
And
amount I
30.
can spend has to be less
30
than
or
or
less.
equal to
Yes,
Mhm.
$30,
uh-huh.
right?
Mhm.
So inequalities are everyday kind of examples you go through all the time. You just don't think of them as inequalities, but they are. Okay. All right, Maureen, you didn't do number 10, did you?
Uh-uh.
Vanessa, did you do number 10?
Yes, I think I did all that. This was
Yeah,
the
you
quiz,
did
right?
them all, right? Yes,
Yes.
you did all of this. You sent this to me. Now,
But I did all of mine. I get D for mine, but I don't know if it's right.
okay, you got D.
Yeah, when I do the more of them, I ain't sure if
The
it right.
product of -3 and a number
Is at
is
least
at least -24. What did you get, Vanessa? You remember number 10?
I can't even remember. I have to go back in. I can't. I don't want to do with the people. Some year.
At least has to be, Maureen, at least has to be a greater than or equal, right?
mm-hmm.
That has to be a greater than or equal, which means now you can eliminate C and D, because C is a less than and D is a greater than.
Mhm.
At least means it has to be a greater than or equal. Remember, I gave you some expressions and how they
Yeah,
translate.
yeah.
So at least means greater than or equal. So it has to be either A or B.
It would be.
Oh, I see. B.
You would say B. X greater than or equal to 8.
Let me see. Greater than or equal to 8.
X is greater than minus
Now
24.
remember, it's A or B, right? But you've got to look
Yeah.
at this X less than or equal to 8. Now, if you put that 8,
Oh,
it says
yeah.
less than or equal to 8, and you put it in for the X, does it
Oh, yeah.
satisfy this greater than or equal?
Oh, greater than
If
it.
it's less than,
A. Oh, it's got to be A then.
it's got to be A. Because see, if this was a 7, that would be a 7 times a -3 is a -21, and a -21 is greater than a -24, greater than or equal.
Okay.
Okay, it's greater than or equal. This says less than. If this is greater, say if this is a 9 times a -3 is a -27, which is actually less than a -24.
See.
Okay, so your answer has to be A.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
they both say the product of 3 and a number, which is X, is at least a -24. But
okay.
what can your X be? Your X, when you substitute for the X,
It has to be
just,
loose.
that's right. It
Mhm.
should satisfy this. So if it's less
Mhm.
than,
Mhm.
then this is going to be greater, because remember the negative number,
Yeah.
the -21, say, or if this was a 6, a -18 is greater than a -24. So you can just plug in the values. That's how you can solve it.
Okay.
Okay.
So the answer is A.
Okay.
Questions
Okay.
on number 10.
No,
But like Maureen, you pick what, C or D? Which one did you pick?
I had put C.
But remember, it says at least. That means the greater than or equal to the negative 24. So it can only be A or B because those are greater than or equal. Can't be C, can't be D. You can eliminate those.
I don't see
Because
that.
one has a less than and one has a greater than. Your inequality symbol, when it says at least, it has to be a greater than or equal as A and B.
Yeah, I understand now.
Got it now? So you can eliminate C and D. Cannot be C and D because C says less than minus 24 and D says
Okay.
greater than minus 24. Okay. Solve for A. Maureen, did you do 11?
I do 11. But you didn't correct it, but
No,
You
but
had-
you didn't have it right though. Okay. All right, Maureen. And Vanessa had that one right. Okay. Maureen, let's go through this because I know you can do this. Okay. Let's just take this. What do you do first? 3A plus 2 greater than 5. What's the first thing you do?
The add?
No, you're adding. You do the opposite of adding. What do you do?
Subtract.
Yeah. Opposite of addition is subtraction. So you subtract 2 from both sides. Okay. Now let's do that. Let's subtract the 2 from both sides. Just copy this inequality and subtract out 2. Okay. Do it on both sides, the left side
The 3A
and the right side.
plus 2.
So Maureen, what do I get on the left side?
Three A plus 2. Get 2.
Left side, what do I get?
2 on the left side.
Let me just copy this over on the other side. Okay. Now, Maureen, what do I get on the left side?
2.
How are you getting 2? A 3A plus 2 and a minus 2. What is left on the left side?
Okay.
What's a
3A
plus 2 and a minus 2, Maureen?
is a 1.
No, a plus
0.
2 and a minus 2 is a 0. Remember, I
Yeah,
told you
0.
plus and minus
Yeah.
are the same
The 0.
terms is 0, whether they are constants or whether they are variables or whether they are variable constant combination. Okay. Plus 4 minus 4 0. Plus 2y minus 2y 0. Plus 17 minus 17 0. So what do you have on the left side, Maureen?
0.
Plus what?
Plus 3A.
That's right, plus 3A. Very good. So that means we can take this out. This is 0. So we have 3A greater than 5 minus 2. What's 5 minus 2, Maureen?
3.
3. That's right. So this is now 3A greater than 3. Now, Maureen, how do I solve for A?
3A greater.
3A greater than 3. How do I solve for A? What operation?
Oh, do you solve for 3?
How do I solve for A, the variable?
This is 3A.
3A is a multiplication. That means 3 times A. What's the opposite of multiplication?
Division.
So what do I divide by?
by 3.
That's right. Excellent. Divide both sides by 3. Okay, so let's do that. Let's just copy our 3a greater than 3. Okay. And divide both sides by 3. So we put it on the line, and put our 3. And number 3 on the right side. So Maureen, what's the answer?
Okay.
What's 3a divided by 3?
0.
What's 3 divided by 3, Maureen?
3 and 3 is 1.
Yeah, so that would just be 1a, right? So that would be 1a or just a. And we put our greater than symbol. And what's 3 divided by 3, Maureen?
1.
1. Okay, so 1a greater than 1, right? And you can take out the 1 because it's usually you don't put the 1, but you get an answer that you see there is a greater than 1. So what's the answer?
Okay.
Which one
D.
is the answer? Which one, Maureen?
D.
D. D is in dog. Yeah, D says a greater than 1.
Okay. When I do it back over, I get D. But the honest one I didn't do over, I get right was 10.
Yeah, 10 is a compound inequality. And that one, but still, Maureen, you should have gotten it down to 2 possibilities because at least can only be greater than or equal. So you could eliminate C and D. And actually, if you had given me A or B, I probably would have given you credit because at least I know you got the at least -24 as a greater than or equal. It's just that you did the less than or equal or the greater than or equal, the value that you substitute in for the X. Okay, but I gave you credit if you got A or B because you least got the inequality right for the 3 times the product of a number and the number is at least -24. Okay.
But yeah, the 3 correct was correct. Okay, before I get the only one I didn't get right was 5 was number 10.
Oh, okay. So when you went back over the 6, 7,
Yeah.
and now you understand 8 and 9, right?
Yeah.
So out of 6, 7, 10, 11, you only missed 1, correct? Okay, that's very good. Because I was surprised. I said, what happened with these with Marie? And that's why I didn't send you back any answers because I said we'd go over them in class.
Yeah, so I didn't do them over myself, but then
So I thought maybe you had gotten
right.
a little I thought you had gotten a little distracted with Maxine because I know she's been sick a long time. How is she doing?
Well, she got to go back to the doctor tomorrow to get some tests run. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think doctor said that she body don't got enough. Cause after they had to find a disc in she neck, right? A hernia disc.
Yes.
So the doctor said if you didn't operate that day, she would have got paralyzed from she left side.
Oh, weird.
So it left she hand no getting therapy from she hand.
Oh, that's good.
So she wearing these special gloves that she does wear.
Okay.
So they want she to get a test tomorrow to see if she body really work. Because doctor he said, and a lot of cause it is that but she ain't got the vitamins, no, nothing in she body.
Oh, okay. All right.
So she gotta go back tomorrow and get an MRI or something. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm glad she's improving because I know she's been sick a long time. All right, let's do a new share. Maureen, did you get the next one that I sent? Number 6. Vanessa, you got number 6, right?
I think I get number 6 too.
Did you get number
Yes, Miss
6?
Barbara.
But Okay,
Yes, I
Maureen,
have.
did you get number 6?
Yeah.
Okay, so we will do some of number 6, and then I want you to finish it and text me or email me the answers. Okay. So, Vanessa, did you get a chance to look at number 6?
I looked, but I didn't do any.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll just do them now because I think you can do them. All right. Let's just
4
start with
less
the.
than a number is more than 12.
Okay. Vanessa, how would you translate the word problem into an inequality? 4 less than a
And
number is more than 12, and less than means subtract, right?
yeah. Yeah.
So, Vanessa, what would be your answer?
Oh, it's more than
4 less than a number, that means you're subtracting 4 from a number, and here we're calling it the variable x. And what you get is more than 12. So what would be your
Was more
answer?
than.
Yeah, Vanessa, what would be your answer?
C.
4 less than a number is more than 12. Maureen, what would you get?
Okay. 4
Okay. 4 less a number,
is
more
less
than.
It's
So
more
it gotta be C.
That's it. Very good.
You
More
can't
than
call it
means
more
greater
than, yeah.
than. That's right. Because more than means greater than, right? That means greater than. Correct? You
yeah.
see, more than, that's the same as your inequality, greater than. Right? And 4 less than a number, remember I told you that's always a subtraction. That means you're subtracting 4 from a number. Your number here is the variable x, and 4 subtracted from it, and your results is greater than 12. So very good. So you got C correct. All right. Number 2. I give you a couple of minutes to do number 2, and then
I,
you tell
I,
me.
I, I get D for that.
Okay.
Okay. How did you do that, Maureen?
Okay. I say C. Something that dash there 9
Okay,
is
so what did you do to both sides?
I divide by 9, right?
You didn't divide, Maureen, because I don't see a multiplication. That's a subtraction. That's a subtraction. The opposite of subtraction is addition. So what did you do, Maureen?
What I did, I said 9 from 9, and then they said 9 and 16 is 25.
No, you didn't say 9 from 9. Maureen, C minus 9 is a subtraction. What's the
Yeah.
opposite of subtraction?
Add.
So what did you do then?
I just add 9 and 6.
Okay, well, 16.
2
You
and 9,
add
yeah.
9 to both sides, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you do that, let's just say what you do now, because if you're given a subtraction, the opposite is addition. So we add the 9 to both sides
Yeah.
and add 9 on the right. And the minus 9 and plus 9 is what, Maureen?
0.
0. So on the left side, you just get the C left, right?
Yeah.
So let's put here C. And the minus 9 plus 9 is 0. And 16 plus 9 is 25.
25.
So let's just copy this, put our 25. Okay. 16 plus 9 greater than 25. And that answer can only be D, right? Which is
Yeah.
25. Not a negative 25, plus
I know.
25. Answer
D.
D. Okay, very good. You got. Let me make a note of this because when I send you your scores, I'll put the ones you got correct here. So this is 5, 3. So Vanessa, 1 and 2. Vanessa, you had number 2, right?
Number 2. Yes, I have number 2. I did
Okay,
number 2.
so both of you had 1 and 2 correct.
Yes.
Okay, so let's go to number 3.
Number 3. Which is number 3? Is it?
Let's go to number 3.
Okay, let's do it. Why?
Right, here we go. I want you to solve that one. Tell me what you get.
5. 3. Oh, 13. 13. Mm. Mhm.
Maureen, you're solving it?
Okay. Add the subtract.
That's right. You subtract because it's an add, so you're going to subtract.
That's what I subtract. You got to turn the you got to reverse, right?
Why would you reverse?
You don't reverse.
Oh,
The
okay.
Y
So
is
don't,
on the correct side. The answer is on the left, right?
okay. So it's C.
What'd you get, Vanessa?
C. That's all.
C. Very good. Okay. So, see, you
I
got.
remember this. It was good. Yeah.
Okay. This one you didn't have to reverse, Maureen, because with the other one we had a variable on the right side and we need it on the
Oh.
left, but this is already on the left side and you just
Oh, I
subtracted
see.
the 5 from the 13, right? So answer C, and you subtract 5 from
Both
both
sides.
sides. Okay, so we took this inequality. Let me just copy that. That E. Okay, and what we did, we just subtracted the 5 from both sides, and 5 from 13 is 8, and Y less than or equal to 8.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So far you're doing great. You've got the first 3
Number
correct.
4.
All right, let's go to number 4.
A plumber
I'll bring that down.
match the inequality to the word problem. I come to church paying for flat fees to go to your house. That's 18 hour.
$18 an hour.
Many hours the plumber have to work to make $100.
Okay. We got a variable plus a fixed cost. And your variable cost is your $18 an hour. Your fixed cost is your $25 flat fee.
Yeah.
So your variable cost is and I'll just put it here, $18 per hour. That's your variable cost. Your fixed cost, I'll put it under the fixed cost. That's your $25 flat fee.
Mhm.
And that's just the way really plumbers charge you. They will, because they go out and give estimates and they may not get the job. So they say, well, let me charge a fee for my, work of coming out and checking everything and giving you a price. And then if I do the work, then the $25 fee goes towards the cost of doing the work. All right.
Oh.
So you have to add these together, and they cannot, well, the plumber needs to make $100.
That means it'll be 25 plus the 18 hours.
Yes, but C is out, completely out.
Completely out, right?
A is out too.
That's right, because I said plus, not a
Right.
subtraction, right?
So therefore, the answer,
The answer is B.
it has to be D.
What's the answer?
D as in dog.
You saying D?
Yes, Miss Barbara.
He has to make $100.
Yes, to make $100.
Why you saying D, Vanessa?
Because the fee, his what do you call it? His fixed cost is $25, right?
Right?
And then it's $18. Then what? Flat rate to get to the house plus $18 an hour. How much does the plumber have to make to work to make
How many
$100?
the plumber have to work today?
So Vanessa, you said what?
D. D
What do
as
you
in
say,
dog.
Maureen?
I was saying B.
Yeah, the answer is B, Vanessa, because
Okay.
it didn't say he had to make more than 100, right? Greater than.
Okay.
This is saying greater than, right?
Yeah.
How many hours does a plumber have to work to make $100? So it's got to be the greater than or equal, because the equal to
Okay.
100 would satisfy the 100, right?
100. Okay.
Okay, so your answer
It's B.
would be B.
B. Okay.
And you see why it is? Because it says to make $100, and D says
Yes,
to
they did
make
not say to
greater
make.
than 100.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he could make $100 or greater. So the answer has to be B.
B.
Questions? So
Okay.
number 4. Maureen, you said B, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's look at number. So be careful with these now, because greater than 100 is saying the plumber have to work hours to make something that exceeds 100, but we ask how many hours to make 100. So we would have to say equal 100 or greater than or equal. And there's no equal here. Okay. You follow?
Yes,
There's no equal symbol here.
yeah.
And actually equal is not an inequality symbol. All right, let's look at number 5.
5.
Minus 2K is greater than 18.
Okay.
K is less than 9 negative. K is greater than 20.
Okay.
K is greater than 0.
Okay, I
K
want you to
is less.
solve that one. Tell me how you solved it.
Let's see.
Okay. So it becomes negative, right? So
Oh boy. 2.
no. 2. 18 times. Therefore, it's
It's a little bit confusing. I put B for mine, but I'm not sure. Could be wrong.
Um,
Anybody got an answer?
one moment, Miss Barbara. Um,
I had two answers. I got A for one.
Maureen,
Maureen,
you're not giving me a multiple choice, Maureen. I'm giving you multiple choice. You can't, Maureen, you can't give me two answers.
Yeah.
okay, so therefore it's A. I'm
I
looking
got
at the
A.
Okay, so you said A, and what did you say, Maureen?
I said A too.
Okay, the answer is A. And, okay. So, Vanessa, you want to tell me how you solved it?
yes, Miss Barbara.
Okay. Okay,
First thing we
let
do.
me copy this and you tell me what was your first step. Let's copy the inequality. Now, what was your first step, Vanessa?
First step is division because you have a
Oh, I
multiplication.
can't hear
Therefore,
you.
you have,
Okay.
oh,
Divide
here you have to divide both sides
Divide
by 2.
both sides
by two.
By 2.
by -2.
By minus 2.
Yeah, minus two.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's just do what you just said.
Yeah.
Let's just copy that and divide both sides. So we put and put our -2 on both sides. So this is -2
Inequality.
-2. And Vanessa, what do you get on the left?
On the left side, you only have
I can't hear you.
K. Oh, you only have K remaining.
Okay, right, very good. You only have the variable K remaining because -2 over -2 is 1, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
So let's just take this out. So we have K, and let's take out the -2 because that's 1. Okay, and we don't need it on the line. And what's 18 divided by -2, Vanessa?
Okay. 2 1 2 28 9.
18 divided by -2.
18 you can divide -9.
Okay, so this is a -9, okay?
Yeah.
-9. Okay, so let's take that out and take out the divisor. Okay, so what rule here we have to follow?
The inequality.
When we divide, what do we do?
We change the inequality sign.
Divide
Please see a reverse.
by a negative number reverses the inequality symbol.
Yeah.
All right. So now this becomes what?
That becomes
If we reverse the inequality symbol, the greater than becomes what? Less
less
than.
than.
Then
Yeah.
Right. So this would be less than.
Okay.
All right. Divide by a negative number reverses the inequality symbol. So the greater than becomes a less
less
than.
than.
So then you look at the answers And which one says K is less than a negative 9? That's answer.
Yeah.
That's it. Answer A. Questions?
No, Miss Barbara.
No.
So you got that one correct. That was number 5. Okay, number 5 was correct. Now we're looking at number 6. Okay. Let's just bring this up. Number 6.
Right, and the quality for that of a number and 12 is more than 15.
So product is a result of what operation, Maureen?
The product,
Mhm.
the product is like the add, right?
No,
Multiply.
Multiply.
multiply. That's right. But that's
Multiply.
product is what you get when you
Oh, yeah.
multiply. It's
Oh, yeah,
result of
multiply.
a multiplication,
Yeah.
right? So write the inequality for the product of a number and 12 is more than 15. What's the answer?
Wait, let me do this. We did
Oh,
one.
Take your
We did,
time and tell me
we
your
did,
answer.
we did one. What is, okay, write the inequality for the product of a number.
more than, right? I got C.
Write the inequality for the product of a number. That is 12 is more than 15.
Is the result
It's more than 12.
of a
More
multiplication. So you
It
get
said
product.
after number. The number, let me see. Oh, no.
Maureen, what did you say you had?
C.
Miss Barbara, I think I do something. Oh, I can't. One moment. Okay. Okay. Yes.
What do you have, Vanessa?
Write the inequality for the product of a number. Is it more than or less? After number, Miss Barbara.
It
Because
says write the inequality for the product of a number and 12. That's and it's more than.
okay. 12. More than, okay. Thank you.
Okay. Right. The inequality for the product of a number and 12 is more than 15.
More than 15. More than 15. Okay. So therefore, it's C.
Okay, you said C. What did you say, Maureen?
C.
You both said C.
Yeah.
What is the symbol for more than?
Oh, just more than you want.
Yeah,
Oh, therefore it's B.
that's right. It's B.
B.
You gave me the
B.
more than or equal.
Equal to, yes, it said more than.
I
Oh,
just
B.
said more than.
Oh, yeah, the stupid signs, yeah. That means the signs is messy sometimes.
What?
I said that signs messy, but then I don't I write them off and I looking at
More
them.
than. Right
Yeah.
there. More than.
Yeah.
Okay. So more than, you would look at the symbol, this more than, and it only
Yeah.
appears one place, and that's in B, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Question? So you both missed that one, but you're doing great.
Oh, yeah.
Out of 6, let's see. Maureen has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Vanessa, you have 4. So you're both doing excellent. All right. Now, number 7. Make sure you read these carefully now. Number 7, I'll give you a chance to do this one.
That one's the type for aluminum.
3 feet on each side.
Okay, there we go. And there are your choices. Okay. Let me bring that up so you can see the whole thing. Now, it will help if you draw a picture of your room. Definitely help. Okay, so I'll give you a few minutes to do this one.
This square tiles measure 3-4 feet on each side. The square is shaped 4. The square shaped room is 10 feet wide. Okay.
Now, remember that the choices all have the A part, the B part, the C part. They're separated by commas, okay? It has A, B, C, A, B, C, A, B, C, A, B, C. So you pick the one. First, you get your inequality. Then you solve it. And then you tell how many towels Janet should buy for that one row.
3, 4, 10. There's 3 scores. I just figured out my answer. Maybe wrong. Oh, this is confusing. 3, 10.
The square tiles measure 3/4 foot on each side. You know, when you're tiling a floor, you buy towels of a certain size, right? And then you take those towels and you use a special kind of adhesive to put them on the floor. And the number of towels you buy is dependent upon how big the floor space is that you're creating the tile for. So you can determine how much tile you need before you buy it because you know the size of the area where you're putting the tile. And here is a square shaped room, 10 feet wide, which means 10 feet wide and 10 feet long, okay? the square sides are
I
equal.
put the answers for mine already, so.
So let's wait for Vanessa.
Mm, 10 feet. 4. The square shape one is 10 feet wide. Now on.
Just okay, I'm drawing a, let's see, a whiteboard. Okay, there's the room. Okay, so that's let me just put a text here. That's 10. Okay. Okay. So this is the room, the 10 feet. And then you're putting towels in here. Okay, so I put on the whiteboard the room 10 feet, 10 feet, and in the little boxes here represents towels.
Mhm.
Those towels are the ones that were given as the size. Okay, so this your room is a square, 10 feet long, 10 feet wide, and you're putting towels, and it just said across the room. Okay. How many of these little towels do you need across the room? All right. Save that. Okay. Go back to new share. Let's go back to our, okay. Vanessa, did you get an answer? Vanessa's on mute. Maureen, what did you
Yes,
get?
Miss Wong.
Oh, Vanessa, did you get an answer?
No, I did not. I'm not sure.
All right.
Nobody ain't sure.
Let me.
Okay. What did you get, Vanessa, for number 7?
For number 7, I got The answer D.
You got D as in dog?
Yes, Miss Barbara.
Okay. What did you get, Maureen?
I do B as in boy.
Okay. So Vanessa has D and Maureen said B. And Vanessa is correct.
Okay.
Vanessa is correct. Now, Vanessa, go through and tell me, oh, like A, how did you get the A part? Just tell me what you did.
Barbara?
Yes. Write inequality to describe how many towels are needed to make one row of towels across the width of the room. Tell me how you got that.
Yes, Miss Barbara, I'm back.
Yes, how did you get
Having-
A, the inequality to describe how many towels are needed to make one row of towels across the width of the room? Now, what is the inequality symbol?
It said, first thing it said, write an inequality symbol. How many tiles are needed to make one row of this tile with the width of the room?
Okay, so what's the
So it
inequality
tells
symbol?
you the inequality symbol is greater than or equal to.
That's right, greater than or equal. Okay, which is right here, and that's in all cases. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so greater than or equal. So
Yeah.
let's put greater than or equal here. And the width of the floor is the 10, right? So what must be greater than or equal to that 10 feet wide, Vanessa?
3/4.
The size of the towel times the number of
Yeah.
towels, which is really this 3/4 T, right?
3/4.
Yeah, that's the size of the towel. So this 3/4 T,
Mhm.
just put that and put the 4 underneath here. Because we said let T be equal to the number of towels. So the 3/4 multiplied by the number of towels, T, has to be greater than or equal to 10, which is the
Okay.
side of the room, because it's a square, 10 feet
Yeah.
wide, and that means it's 10 feet
Yeah.
wide and it's 10 feet long. Okay,
Mm.
so that
Yes.
would be the A. All right, and actually they all gave you that. So now let's look at B. Okay, let's make this a little closer. Okay, now let's look at B. Vanessa,
Yes.
how did you solve B? How did you solve this
B
inequality?
because it said B said solve the inequality. So what is the inequality for B? It's
There's the inequality right there.
T
So what did you do?
T T. Okay, that's T because we're looking at the tile. T greater than or equal to.
No.
It's greater than, right?
No, you're solving this inequality. What did you do? This is the inequality, and you had to solve it. So how did you solve this?
Oh, you add it. Add.
No, this is B, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this is B. Okay, how did you solve that inequality?
What did I do?
How did you solve this? How did you
Can't
solve
remember
the
how I do
3/4 t, 3/4 times t greater than or equal to 10? How did you solve that for t?
Yes, because what you do on one side, you have to do on the other side.
So what did you do?
Okay. So 3/4 t.
That's a
Yes.
division right there. So what did you do?
Yes. So you have to change it to multiplication.
Right, you got to multiply
Yes.
both
Side
sides by 4, right?
4. Yes.
Then what do you get when you do that?
X.
Let's just put that there. You're going to multiply both sides by 4.
Yeah.
And that will give you, take out the A there. Okay, that will give you what? Well, four times this would just give you the 3t, right? So this will
Yes.
be multiply both sides by 4.
Sides
This will
by
give
4.
you 40.
40 on that
Okay,
side.
so you'd have 40,
40.
and you'd have what left?
You just have t.
3t.
3t left.
Okay. Then what did you do?
Okay. You divide now
That's right.
because you have to
Divide
find
what?
the t.
Divide both sides
Both
by what?
sides by 3t.
Well, by 3.
By 3.
Because you're
So we have to
solving for
find
the
t.
t, right?
T
Divide both sides by
by
3.
3.
So if we do that, okay. And we'll put 3 on the left,
Yeah.
and 3 on the
3
right.
on the right.
Right. Okay. Okay, let's put a 3 here. Dividing both sides by 3. And what did you get for t, Vanessa?
Okay. For t, you just get t, but 3, when you divide 3 by
3 over
when you
3
divide
is what?
3 over 3 is 1.
Okay, 3 over 3 is 1, so we'll just have 1t or t,
T, yes.
and that would be greater than, what's 40 divided by 3?
So 40 divided by 3. Divided by 3. So therefore we get 13 and 1/3.
13 and 1/3. So that's 13 in the fraction. That's a mixed number.
Yes.
13 and 1/3.
And 1/3.
So that was our B.
Yes.
There's our 3. Let's just make that. Okay. So now that's our B, 13 and 1/3, right? And C says how many tiles should, so we saying our number of tiles must be greater than or equal to 13 and 1/3. So how many tiles should Janet buy, Vanessa? You told me.
Okay, she has to buy 14 tiles.
Okay. Janet must buy, yes, 14 tiles because tiles are not sold in fractions. In other words, you can't buy a fraction of tile. So 13 and 1/3, 13 wouldn't be enough So she has to buy
By
14.
14.
You
Mm.
got it, Maureen?
Yeah.
So Vanessa is right. It's D, because D says 14 towels. You got to go up. You can't go down. If you go down, you won't have enough towels. So you're going to have extra, which is all right, because in case something goes wrong later, you have some extra towels to
Extra
make
one, yeah.
repairs, right? You always want to have extra. So,
Yeah.
so Maureen, you said what? You said B, but you didn't
Yeah.
know that you can't buy towels in fractions?
I
No?
wasn't thinking about the fractions anyhow.
No, but you said B, 13 and a third.
No, I had size C.
Oh, you said C?
Yeah.
How did you get 9 and a fourth?
I don't know.
How did you get 9 and 1/4? You guessed.
I guess.
Oh, you guessed. Okay. Oh, you didn't solve this inequality.
Uh-uh.
No?
Uh-uh.
No. But see, it said solve the inequality, Maureen. When you got here, there's your there's your inequality. 3/4 the size of the towels times the number of towels has to be greater than or equal to 10. Now you're supposed to solve this. Now, this is division, Maureen, so you're going to do multiplication, right?
Uh-huh.
Multiply both sides by 4, you get 3t greater than or equal to 40. Now, like Vanessa said, divide both sides by 3, and you get t greater than or equal to 13 1/3. But
Mhm.
Vanessa knows you can't buy a part of a tile, a fraction of a
I,
tile. You have
I
to buy them
know.
as
I
whole
know.
pieces. So Janet must buy 14. Oh, well, this is Jeanette.
Mm.
E-A-N. So Jeanette must buy 14 tiles because tiles are not sold in fractions. So she has to buy whole
Okay.
pieces of tiles. So Maureen, you see why you can't round
Yeah.
down, because you
Yeah,
wouldn't have
yeah.
enough to cover that you're trying to cover what?
Oh, that's
A
right.
row.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't have enough to cover the row if you got less than that. Because the inequality says t greater than or equal to 13 1/3. You
Mhm.
follow? So that's, in this case, you got to round up. Questions?
No, Miss Barbara.
Okay, very good. You did excellent. Let's see, we went up to 7.
Yeah.
Okay, Vanessa had that one right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And Vanessa had 5 out of the 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you had 5 out of, you both did the same. 5 out of 7, which is excellent. Okay, now homework. I will send you this session, and I need you to complete the rest of these and text or email me the answers.
Yeah.
Okay, so 8, and 8 has A, B, C, then 9 and 10 and
11
then
and 12.
11 and 12.
12.
Okay.
Okay, so complete those, email or text me the answers. And I think
Uh,
next time we will be doing algebra. I'll go
Okay.
over these, but I want you to text me or email me the answers, and we'll go over these in class, and then we'll be doing algebra. Any
okay.
questions on anything we've gone over?
No, Miss Barbara.
So,
You did excellent today. It's good. That shows you really understanding it now. That makes a lot of sense. That's why a lot of time we have to go through something more than once and
yeah.
in
That's true.
steps. That's why we keep repeating sometimes the same kind of problems, because after a while, then it starts clicking, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
It seems to be clicking for you, Vanessa, and for you, Maureen.
Yes, that's true.
Yes, and that is really, really good. Okay, so you know what your homework is, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Complete this worksheet. We'll go over this next time in class, and we will continue our algebra problems.
Uh-huh.
All right, so long to everybody.
Okay.
okay, Miss
I
Barnes,
will be
take care.
putting this on
Goodbye.
YouTube if you want to look
Okay,
at it
goodbye.
later. Okay, it'll be on YouTube. And the session we went over, I'll be emailing that to you after the end of this session. All right?
Okay,
Mhm.
okay, Miss Barnes,
All right.
thank you.
Okay,
Have a
bye.
great evening,
Bye-bye.
bye.
Bye-bye.